We are Steve and Jill. Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
and I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2046, and today Jill and I are talking about creating a land deal where there was none. It's also known as answering the phone based on the mailer you sent out.
Yep. This whole week, this is what we're covering. It's kind of our business model start to finish. You know, Monday is sending the criteria and getting the mail out. Yesterday, you talked about pricing the mail. Today, I'm going to talk about what to do when the offers hit the mailbox and the sellers are staring at them. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the actual pulling the trigger, buying it, what's involved there. And then Friday, it's about selling it. And by the way, next week, I kind of was thinking about this. I'm going to say it out loud for everyone here. If you're into it, I thought next week it'd be fun to talk about real high level advance. Like, here's our business model. You know, this week, I thought it'd be fun next week to pivot and do all advanced topics to help those folks. Like I was going to talk about, I thought we'd have a day on mobiles, houses, different buckets. I'm just throwing out ideas. Selling 5 deals a month at $50,000 a deal. What does that look like? And then I thought about like a team day. You know, what do you need? What kind of staff you need? Anything. I'm thinking about our people who are already making $1 and $2 million a year, and they're like, now I want to make 4 a year.
I think
how do I
a blast?
How do I pivot to that? Or even you're making $200,000 to $500,000 a year, and you want to make $1 million a year consistently. That's easy too. What does that look like? And we can talk all about that.
Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum and take a deep dive into land-related topics by popular request. Jill.
Oh, I like this question. I just saw this. James wrote, hey, I'm thinking about joining Career Path 10. Where can I get for information and what can I really expect? Okay. Career Path is our 8-week mastermind program. It is delivered online via Zoom live on Mondays this year. It starts October 28th. And you can expect to spend 3-4 hours, maybe more, every week with us. We take deep dives into not just it's our whole business model, but it's real high level. It's for those of you that you've owned a company, you've owned a business, you're here to make this your retirement. This is my career now. Or I've been doing this for a long time. Now I'm ready to just bring it home. This is what I want to do. I'm done doing these little buy for $3,000, sell for $10,000. I'm done doing $199 a month times 100 people. That's giving me a headache. I want to really make some dough, right? Well, no, we know those people. You know who you are, and you've done really well at it.
This whole thing gives you a headache.
It does. You know, I'm chasing people for $199 a month, and now they're all in Florida. What do I do? Seriously,
You're in Florida this week.
Well, that's where I know there's a lot of people that do it there because there's been a well that they could keep going back to, and I always wondered when that well might dry up at some point, or something might happen, or just do you even want to work that hard? So that's the reality. That's what Career Path is. So where do you find more information? Just go to landacademy.com, and there's a tab at the top that talks about the programs, and you have the self-study, Land Academy. There's more coming too, by the way. We have self-study, we have a intermediate, we have like a one-on-one coaching, and then we have Career Path, which is the big master line. And you could do all at the same time, by the way. It's not just you pick one. You could do one, you could roll in the other one. I have people right now that are coaching that are probably going to do coaching in addition to Career Path. I don't know if they're going to do it at the same time. They might, which would be really beneficial too, because they can go, all right, we talked about all this on Monday. Now it's Wednesday. You know, I really want to ask some very specific, detailed questions, even outside of the office hours that you offer. I want to really make sure I'm getting everything I can out of this. That's not nuts. So I'm excited.
On the first Tuesday of every month, we have a Career Path alumni call. So everybody from 1 through 9 is on that call.
We all get together.
And there's tons of people on there, and I have yet to hear anyone say, yeah, this isn't worth it. Or I'm just, it's not what I expected. I want my money back. Not a single person has ever come to us and said, this career path thing you guys do is, it's a joke. In fact, it's quite the opposite.
It is.
It's thank you very much. Launched my career.
Yeah. I've got a handful too that every session, I limit it to about 20. That's my cap. I don't want more than that because we really want to be, personalize it, tweak it, be able to answer all your questions, everything, whatever you need individually to get to where you want to go. We always have alumni come back. It's great. I have a special deal too for you alumni who are thinking about Career Path 10. Maybe you were in Career Path 2 and it's been a while. Things have changed. Every career path gets better. We get better.
Yeah, there's the agenda for this Career Path 10 is different than, it's always better, right? This is at the time of recording this is the beginning of October, and I'm watching the seats fill up. So I don't know how many are left of the 20, but I know that a lot of people are signing up.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Today's topic, creating a land deal where there was none. Also known as Jill answers the phone magically somehow. Please share us
So the question is,
magic.
It's kind of funny what you said, creating a land deal. Thank you. Because it's true. There wasn't anything. People are shocked when they realize our whole business model. We're not trolling the MLS. I'm not calling agents saying, hey, tell me what do you have that people didn't buy, and I can reach out to those people that I know they wanted to sell. No, we're really getting offers out there to people that have never expressed an interest in selling. And maybe they didn't even know that, but they're staring at our offer going, wow, I can get out from under this. It's been bugging my wife. We never did this. We never did that. Like we were going to. Now we're retired. I don't have the time or the energy to do it. Or we're done with it. We camped on it forever. I hunted on it forever. I'm done with it. Or just the good old basic, wow, I need the dough. This would be a great way to solve another problem that I have in my life. I need this money kind of thing. So we're getting these offers out to these people. And it's funny too. I'm say it jokingly, but I'm serious. When there's an agent involved, I'm pretty much out. I'm like, somebody got there first, I'm out. I'm not going to get into any situation like that. So it's really me and the seller. So how do I create these deals? They get these offers, they call. Or they write, or they email back. Like, it's a couple different responses. One is, what are you talking about? I didn't know I could do this. To, can we please discuss the price? Because I am interested, kind of thing. And there's a few that are like, I'm going to retire here. This is, you actually landed on my family farm and I can't ever sell this kind of thing. But for the ones, I believe that the people that reach out to me really do have an interest in selling, first of all. Because if you really have no interest, like whatever coupons you get in the mail, you're like, I'm not going to redo my floors ever again. They all go in the trash. You don't call the flooring company and say, please don't send me these. It's a waste of your money. We just trash them. So I do believe that happens with our offers that get to these people. So when they call up, your job is to create a deal, period. And how do I create a deal? By getting on the same page, having that connection with that person that you are buyer, they are seller. We agree we're interested. Now we just got to figure out the terms and the price. That's the gist of it.
So if you take a couple of steps back and philosophically think about a real estate deal, let's deconstruct it for a second. There's a Big Bang moment, if you believe in that kind of thing, the Big Bang theory of the universe. There's a moment where the idea popped in the head of the seller. I'm going to sell this thing. So that, in my experience now, a 30-year experience, is based on some other life event
Triggering it.
Job change, trigger. Job change, kids' school system change, some type of money loss experience. There's life change that's about to happen, and part of that life change, like one of the components, is selling real estate, moving, or whatever it ends up being. So when you go on to Zillow or Realtor.com, and there's properties that are posted on the MLS and all of that, that is the result of one of those moments, and what that person did in response to that thought, boy, I got to sell my house or sell this piece of land, is they called their sister-in-law, because she's a licensed real estate agent. And that's what we've all been conditioned to do through the National Association of Realtors forever. If it's a commercial piece of real estate, there's really no such thing as the MLS, the multiple listing service. There's things like Crexy and several different places that commercial real estate brokers put property out there to be sold. But it's all the result of that little moment. Jill capitalizes on that moment and makes it very simple and enjoyable for them to get rid of their property.
That's it. You're exactly right. So they get me on the phone. I go, what's going on? I really ask that, and I sincerely mean it. I give them the opportunity to tell me what's going on. And I do say, let's make this easy. What do you need? We, as real estate investors, don't have to follow a lot of rules, thank God. True.
Licensed real estate agents have nothing but rules to follow. Yeah. And then every year, more rules. Lawyers get involved.
True.
And there's more rules and more rules and more rules.
More paperwork.
We sign an agreement. Jill asks them to sign an agreement. That's what we send out in the mail, actual purchase agreement. They sign it. We open escrow and we buy the property.
That's it. And it's really just one page agreeing on the price. I'm agreeing to buy. You're agreeing to sell. This is the amount of money. That's kind of what you need to open escrow. Sign it, date it, take it to escrow. It doesn't need to be notarized. That's it. It's like buying a car, and if you need to have a bill of sale, here's what we agreed upon. The money exchanged hands. Here we go.
So I've had the good fortune of being exposed. I had Jill's job before she had it, and I was mediocre at it, enough to make some money. I've had the pleasure of now 15 years of being in the earshot most of the time, of listening to her do this. And I'll tell you that there's a serious talent to it. And you're not going to learn how to do what Jill does any better from anyone out there better than Jill.
Thank you.
She was put on this planet to create real estate deals where there was none.
Thank you.
And, remove Jill from it. When you think about this creation of a real estate deal on your own, flying rogue, it's beautiful. It's truly, I have a lot of respect for people who can create real estate deals versus people who are real estate agents who are getting in the way of an actual real estate deal and sucking some money out of it just to post it on the MLS and shuffle some paper around. And the paper that they're shuffling around was created by the National Association of Realtors to make them feel like they're doing something useful, which they're not.
You know what's funny about that? We talk to agents all the time because I use agents to sell property. And every now and then I run across agents in other ways. I might be inquiring about something, getting to know the area. I can't remember an agent ever asking me, what are you trying to accomplish here? Could you imagine if an agent said, are you looking for a retirement? Are we looking, you want to have chickens? What are you, seriously?
Chickens?
Yeah.
Chickens.
Could you imagine if an agent really said that to you? Let me help you. What are your goals here? Wouldn't that be great? Doesn't happen.
They wouldn't be a real estate agent for long.
Why?
Because they're smart. Because they would go on to actually creating their own real estate deals.
Yeah. So we covered really what this is, creating the deal where there was none. Now let's talk just a few minutes on how to answer the phone. And like I said, the main points are listening, getting on the same page with them, and getting a price. So, and I do this in minutes, not hours or days. I don't want you to have conversations. You can't do it. If you spend the first day just getting to know each other, it's a social call. And then you wait 3 days and you call back and then we talk about, really, do they want to sell? Let's try to warm them up here. You can't. And then we got them on that thing. And then we wait another couple days and then we finally get to the price. You know how much time you would waste, and theirs and yours. So one of the things that I do is just befriend them, get to know them right away. Make sure you're on the same page and get a price. Even if it's a crazy price and it changes, that's okay too. And it's funny when you talk to people, I brought this up on a weekly member call a couple months ago. I had some recordings. The beginning of the phone call, I want to say it was a 15-minute phone call, if that. The price that we started with was not the price at the end of the phone call that she did when she got to know me for a few minutes and understood who I was. It's my sweet little company, how easy and convenient I'm going to make this for her, how real I am. I'm looking at you. Is that you on your website? Yep, that's me. You're looking at me. And then she's like, all right, I know I said this, but if you're really going to do all the stuff you say you're going to do, Jill, and I like you, then I would let it go for this. There you go. So there's a couple things that you need to do. And if you can't do this comes up often in Land Academy and some of our side things. If you're not the best person on the phone, you're going to know right away. First of all, you like it or you don't. Number two, you're going to either get deals or you're not. If you're not getting deals, get yourself off that dumb phone. Get somebody else on the phone. And if you don't have someone in your world, your partner or somebody on your team, then you need to find them. You need to go get a partner, get somebody to do that. And I was talking about this too with my coaching folks. I'm noticing now more than ever that it's really taking a little extra work, probably because like we talked about all the weird things happening and there's competition out there. So I'm not sure I'm going to rely on Pat Live to be the first line of defense on or a answering service on every call. To make sure you get a live voice, because you can't, then yes. But if you really want to make deals and make it happen, it is so powerful to be on the phone with you and the seller, and they know you have the power to agree on a number and get the deal done. You are the owner. You're the decision maker. You're a partner. And if you're not, you need to empower that person who's on the phone to have that much control and authority. You might behind the scenes say, look, here's the deal. When you call them back, this is the range. This is what we used to do a long time ago in the very beginning when Jack was teaching me all the ins and outs of our business. He would say, I love it at this. I can do this, and this is it.
She means price.
Price-wise. Like, I love it at $5,000. Even $7,500 we can do, but 8's the top. We can't go above $8,000. This deal will just not work above $8,000. So that I would go into it and I could speak with authority and pretend I'm the owner. I know I can't go above that number, and my goal would be is get as close as I can to $5,000.
When I was younger and up and coming a business person, I always had a bad taste in my mouth for sales. And it was because the sales that I was exposed to was where somebody slimy would talk somebody into something they didn't want or need. And that's still that way. A lot of sales is like that. What Jill's doing here is filling a need. I reach out to send all this mail out. We reach out to all these people. The mail does its job. It chooses which people are actually getting a notice from us or a note from us saying, look, we're interested in buying your property. And then they need to fill that need by calling her back.
They need to sell.
And so then it just becomes logistics. Mm-hmm. And so I'm oversimplifying, and Jill makes that smooth and enjoyable because of her personality and the years and years of experience that she's been doing. So It's truly, it's everybody wins. So in exchange for a cheaper price for the real estate, they're getting a tremendous amount of convenience.
True.
It's very difficult for most people, us included, to put a piece of property on the market. We know this because this is what we do on the sell side constantly. There's so much stuff that goes on. Mm-hmm. It's time consuming. We navigate it very effectively because this is our business. We've done 16,000 deals. But for the regular person who needs to move across the country, dealing with Jill and selling the property for a reasonable discount, much, much better solution for any seller that we've ever dealt with.
Mm-hmm. In the essence of time, or in the interest of time, I have to kind of cut this off. I could go on and on about it, but I hope that gives you an idea of what goes on.
Join us tomorrow where we talk about actually buying the property. You are not alone. in your real estate ambition.
We're Jack and Jill.
Information
And inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.